What's going on, everyone? I'm Leshwell from Yasin AI, and today we're going to dive deeper into our Browser Copilot feature. By now, you've probably already used ChatGPT, but you want a little more power, right? Our Browser Copilot gives you access to the best AI models. It understands what you're working on directly on your laptop, and you can create your own custom prompt engineering workflows on your browser. Let's dive into some of my use cases so you could get a better understanding of what exactly Browser Copilot does. Let's check it out. All right, guys, just like most people, I get a lot of emails. I actually have been emailing this investor back and forth, and I'm going to reply to him using my Browser Copilot. So on the bottom right, I can pull up my AI Copilot / AI Companion / AI Assistant, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to start by choosing the AI model I want to use. For this example, I've actually set up my own custom email assistant that's trained on all of my emails. So it knows a lot of my personal details. It knows the way I write. So I could use my email assistant here, and I can use page content. So once I've pressed use page content, you can see this is a very long thread of emails. We have a lot of conversation here, but now my AI companion, it understands everything about our conversation that we've had because it understands my page content. And with that information, I can ask it, reply to Michael. And it's going to generate me a reply based on all of our previous conversation with Michael. And you see here, Michael, he wasn't interested in investing, but it gives me a response that's relevant to our entire conversation that we had. And I can go ahead, copy, and of course, I'd want to revise it just in case because Michael is a pretty great guy and I want to make sure I'm not just communicating with AI. But this is a great starting point, especially because it understands my page content. Let's move on to the next use case. All right, diving into the second use case. Here, I'm in my Browser Copilot settings. I set up a folder for marketing automation prompts, and I've created a LinkedIn post generator prompt. So if we click this prompt, we can look at what I wrote here. So I asked it to generate me a LinkedIn post based on the article. So I'll show you what that means. And then I showed it an example of my writing style and how I want the AI to generate this LinkedIn post. So now, whenever I go to an article, so here there's this very interesting article about Anthropic's new updates. I can just open my Copilot, and here I'm going to choose Gemini since I think it's the best writing capabilities, and I can ask it to use the page content, and I can select my LinkedIn post generator prompt. And what that's going to do is it's going to generate me a LinkedIn post that's with my writing style, and it's going to cover all the key points in this article. So there it goes. And I love how they include the emojis, the bullet points, they include the hashtags. This is exactly what I'm looking for. Of course, I'm going to polish it up, but it makes it so much easier that it understands my page content. It has a prompt that I can open up directly on my browser, and the Copilot just saves me so much time. All right, guys, so moving forward, my favorite part of our Copilot is the quick menu feature. So if you highlight anything here, I'm going to highlight a review that I need to reply to from a customer. You will see that a tab pops up, and here you could select one of your prompts. I've selected my customer success prompt, which will give me a reply to this review. So here I can, boom, paste it. And then I have another review. Check this out. I can just highlight. I can choose my review replier prompt, and it's going to give me a reply to this review. So essentially, this would have taken me a long time, but I've trained this prompt on my writing style. And here we have another example. You can see here, I can just highlight. I can ask AI, and I can customer success. Boom, gives me a reply to this customer inquiry. And look, here's the link to download the extension. Can you install, uninstall? It's been trained on all of our customer support tickets, so it knows exactly how to help our customers. Okay, so you can also use this feature as you're writing. So here I've created a prompt for fixing grammar and spelling. So here I messed up the grammar, but solves the issue for me. And boom. And we really want to see how you guys get creative with these prompts and these use cases. These are just some of my personal use cases, so I'm excited to see what you guys do with these prompts and setting up your own workflows. So let's just go over some general use cases. So here, anytime before I read an article, you can see it's very long. I don't know if I want to waste my time or if I want to use up my time reading this article. So I can ask my Copilot to use the page content, and I can use my summarizer prompt to summarize this article in 2 sentences. And that's going to give me a sneak peek. And then from there, I can decide, do I want to read this article or it's not for me?
So it tells me about Greece and her journey about her tech job. Okay, that's interesting. And all the various AI tools and the way she sells her AI art. See, just from the title alone, I wouldn't have known that. And I think I'm gonna pass on this article because I'm not too interested in ways of making money that are more like freelancing where you're selling AI art. But let's just jump into another use case. The other day I was on this website and I honestly was so confused. I'm like, wow, this is a pretty big company. I'm not too sure what they're doing. It didn't give me that much information and it had a bunch of buzzwords that I didn't understand. Once again, I activated the use page content button and I used my explainer prompt, which basically explains anything for me as if I'm a 5-year-old. So in this example, it tells me this website is like a super smart helper for big companies. It uses special computer brains to make things faster and easier, like helping people find answers, checking a lot of paperwork, and making sure everything is working well. It's like having a magic tool that helps people do their job better and saves them a lot of time. Okay, that makes a lot more sense than whatever these buzzwords are, like Fortune 100 company adds 1,000 hours of FTE capacity. What does FTE capacity even mean? I have no clue, but what I can do is I can screenshot this image and I can ask my Copilot, what does FTE mean? Okay, got it. Perfect. All right, everyone, to wrap up this video, I want to show you guys a few more things. First of all is you can create custom AI models. So if you press create new, you can create a custom AI model that is trained on your website, files, Q&A, text, and we're going to add integrations to this as well. And we're also going to add the ability to share your custom AI model with your teammate. That way, if you've created a workflow, you can share that workflow with your teammate. Now, Yasin AI is built with teams in mind, so you could customize your workspace by uploading your logo. For this example, I will upload the Chrome logo and say your team is called Chrome. And then you can also invite your team members. So here, now your Browser Copilot, it's like you've made a custom Browser Copilot for your company. So you should see now my Copilot, it pops up as a Chrome widget, or it could pop up as your company widget. And then you can create your own custom AI model trained on all of your company's information. So all of your teammates have a custom Copilot that's trained and integrated with your company's information. That's what we're cooking here at Yasin AI, and we look forward to you guys giving us a shot. Thank you very much.